Maybe you've been suggested to start journaling but don't know where to start or how it's supposed to look. If that is the case, then this is the perfect video for you. Hello and welcome to the village. My name is Isaiah, but you can call me Villy. I too am fairly new to journaling. I've only been journaling consistently for a few months now, and yet I can come to you today in full confidence and say it's been worth every single entry. Let's talk about the impact that journaling can have. Journaling can be enlightening, therapeutic, and even self-soothing. And today I'm going to share with you what this journaling experience has been like for me in these last few months, 3 tips to consider while beginning a journaling experience, and the main takeaways that I've gotten in my experience with journaling. So what it's been like for me is that every time I journal, it feels like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Whatever stresses or anxieties that I've had carrying with me throughout the day, whether I'm journaling at night or in the morning, it's a lot easier for me to let those things go after the completion of my entry. I end my journaling with a clear head, with all of those cluttering emotions and thoughts cleared out of my head, like a fan blowing smoke out of a room. And I leave the experience every time feeling like I have a fresh start and a clean slate to begin on my next journeys. 3 tips that I have for you as you begin journaling. First being dating every entry. This will be good for you to kind of see where your thought processes were maybe a month or 2 prior, or if you ever want to look back to how you were feeling or what you might have been going through at any point in time. You can always see, this time 3 months ago I was in a much healthier place and I felt a lot happier, or vice versa. I felt real low and down during this time. Now here we are, 3 weeks later or 3 months later, and I'm in a much better place. You can see, wow, April was real rough for me. March really started picking up for me mentally. And then you can even maybe correlate, okay, what was going on that month? Who was I around? What kind of things was I doing that could have impacted that change in mood or mindset, right? Tip number 2, when I journal, I like to imagine that I'm not necessarily talking to myself, but I'm talking to a little imaginary person inside the book. Alright, I don't know, that might sound a little funny or weird, but it's just something that kind of helps get me to open up a little more. And it's just kind of like a little fun element that I'll bring to journaling. Kind of like I'm going to catch up with the homie, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, like maybe if I was slacking and it's been a couple days that I've journaled or something, I can be like, hey man, long time no speak, things been crazy. And I could just catch the homie up. It's kind of like having like a little best friend that you can just be completely open and honest with any and everything about. It's been beneficial to me, and I think it'll be a little fun thing for you to try, a little cool little angle that you can go about getting yourself to open up a little more in journaling and getting more comfortable with it, and kind of just having a good time. And my last tip would be to be sure that you do not stop your journal entry with anything less than 1 full page of words. Even if you don't necessarily have a full page of things to say, you just repeat what you have said already if you have to, but just make sure that you have filled that entire page with words. And I think that eventually you'll start to see that it becomes pretty easy to fill that page, and you might even begin to go past that page the more you begin to get comfortable with journaling. And now lastly, some of the main takeaways that I've gotten from my journaling experience thus far is that it is proven to be a positive attribution to my life. It puts me in a situation of forced perspective, meaning what were originally just thoughts in my head are now written out, and I can kind of look at things in a bird's eye view. And I'm also now able to track the evolution of my thinking. Kind of circling back to that first tip that I told y'all about dating your entries, I love the idea of being able to go back months prior and seeing kind of how my thought process was then, and seeing how it's been effective in between time up into current date. And there you have it. That has been my beginner's tips to consider while journaling. And always remember, we are ever learning, growth oriented, and evolutionary thinkers here in the village. If you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely want to check out last week's video right over here. Don't forget to like and subscribe right over here. And until next time, Vil.